did you actually even choose a startup? Like you said, yes, you need to have butterflies in your stomach. You need to have your mind being challenged and not becoming comfortable. Who pushed you to join Postpay? Did it happen naturally? Did you know the founders? Or how did that happen?
Yeah, so just a couple of years earlier at Citi, when I moved to the front end, and then again after 2.5 years, the usual me said, Varun, what's the challenge? I gave up my entire portfolio to enrich the digital space within commercial bank. So that's when I truly got to know a lot of digital companies in the country, abroad, in the MENA region. And that's what really dwelled me into thinking about this very intriguing space, right? And that's when I really started thinking, okay, is this truly the next future? Yes, probably this is what the thought I had at that point in time, and which is where it helped me landed here. So interestingly, Tariq Sheikh, who's the founder and CEO of Postpay, Postpay was a client of Citi, but at a very small scale, right? At that point in time, really BNPL was buy now pay later was just kicking in. It really did not have the legs in the Middle East. So I still remember that conversation when Tariq came down to Citi and saying, hey buddy, I'm looking for some assistance on my products, and I'm looking for something in banking. Okay, of course, there was a spark, and I wouldn't.
He was making you an offer. He was making you an offer subtly.
Well, if you ask him now, he said, well, I spotted my CFO right then. So, yeah, the conversation went off pretty well, but we had a silence for about 1.5 years. We really did not continue to be in touch for obvious reasons. He was busy building his business. I was busy building mine at Citi. And then later our paths crossed again after a couple of years. And it was just a casual conversation over coffee. And if you ask me, yes, Varun, were you looking for Fintech? Were you looking for buy now, pay later? I'd say, yeah, of course, you know.
And when we enter, do we see that how difficult the startup world is? Because it's completely re-establishes your thinking in saying that, oh, this is a completely different world for me. The processes are different. They're never set in stone, right? So how did you convince yourself? I mean, did you consider the risk factors? Did you talk to your wife about it? You know, and how did that interaction go? I would want to know. And tell me, how bold were you to make such a move?
I think, of course, the conversation with my wife was still good because she's part of the financial industry also, so she understands what fintech is. It was more with my mother, who said, "You're working for Citibank. What will I say? Which company are you working for? Postpay? What does that do?"
Exciting. That's true. I mean, Indian mothers do ask you such tough questions.
Absolutely. And now that she lives with us here for good, she kept questioning me every day. Varun, are you sure? Are you sure? Okay, fine. You're taking this move. I'm quite happy you're taking this, but she wasn't really sure. She said, how am I going to explain to my friends about fintech? So yeah, leaving that conversation aside, probably for another day. Yes, a lot of things that you look up to, right, Vishal, when you are taking this big jump. It's a very nice career that you are having with a prestigious bank, and you will feel, you know what, I've arrived in life. Do I really want to do something? No, the promotions are coming in timely. The growth is coming in timely. Why do you really want to challenge yourself? And which is when exactly, as I've always been, that, you know, go out of your comfort zone, right? There's a lot of comfort around you. I wouldn't say it's a cakewalk. There were challenges, but yes, again, a lot of comfort. So that was a time when I thought about this move, and then dwelling into fintech and Postpay specifically, I would, you know, a couple of things that you start looking at. First is whether the industry or whether the timing of you jumping into the industry, is that correct? Is it not correct? You know. Second is the business model. Is this business model future looking, or are you really solving a problem, or you're just riding the wave of a FOMO, for example, right? What people keep always saying that, no, I'm having this FOMO feeling. Hey, Varun, what are you doing? I want to join you. But buddy, have you even learned about what a buy now pay later is? So two most important factors are these. And then, of course, there's a lot about the company, a lot about the board, how the company is structured. Do they have the right governance in place? And and believe you me, Vishal, every meeting that I had with Tariq, all of my questions were answered, right? I did not actually, it took him a while to push me, but I gave him all the credit and thanks for him to push me that I'm here at this point in time and thoroughly enjoying the journey over the last close to a year now. But yes, if that wouldn't have happened, then life at Citi was good, no harm. Wouldn't have the chance to meet